Welcome to the Hemlock State Explorer. Today we are in Dauphin County exploring the mountain country around Lycans, Pennsylvania. Here is a helpful map at this large parking area at the convergence of a number of trails. So we are just outside of the Haldeman tract of Weiser State Forest, and that light brown area is State Game Lands 210. If we look down here, it's helpfully marked for us. We're going to be taking that orangish trail above that red dot. Actually, we'll be doing more than just as indicated on that trail. What we'll be on is called the Stone Cabin Trail, and then the Rugged Trail. We'll make a loop out of that. It is a winter wonderland. Well, this is helpful, a marker for the Stone Cabin Trail. But this is a winter wonderland. Can't wait to see what we can find, and we're happy to share this day with you. What a pleasant snow-accented landscape. You can hear Rattling Run down in the ravine below. The plan is to follow the Rugged Trail, which skirts along the edge of the ravine, and then pass over to Berry Mountain, which you can see through the trees in front of you, and then cross over Rattling Run and loop back up here to the Rugged/Stone Cabin Trail. The trail so far is much as you see it now, narrow, very easy. Oh wait, what's this? Someone hit a painted rock down here. Let's take a look, see if there's anything on the back. Something Everly, can't make out the first name, 0709-2023. So if you're watching, Everly, we found your rock. We'll put it back in its very nice. Look at that, a mossy hideaway. We'll put your stone back. Very nice job, Everly. That was a fun find. But in any case, the trail has been much as you see it now, a nice carpet of pine needles, narrow, but easy to follow. Part of the trail, especially at the top of the plateau, was a little overgrown by blueberries, and you can see some of them right here. Not a problem in the winter, but in the summertime you might have to brush through those, so even then we would recommend long pants. But wow, what a glorious trail. Just take this in. Nothing spectacular in the way of rock outcroppings or waterfalls or anything particularly scenic as a landmark, but it's been a very pleasant walk through the woods nevertheless. We've descended the ravine and are crossing Stone Cabin Run. We could hear this as we walked along the ledge above. What a peaceful and scenic area. Feels isolated being down here in the ravine. We'll meander through this valley. The trail gets a little stony at this point, and then head up the other side, Berry Mountain. We can see some rock formations, giant boulders on the side. Maybe we'll encounter something interesting, but if not, just take in how peaceful this is. Loving what is it about the white on the green of the snow-laced mountain laurels and hemlocks we're walking through right now? This is such a peaceful area. This might be our favorite part of the trail thus far, but I don't want to speak too soon because there is still very much ahead. Here's an interesting structure known as the hut. Looks to be very well fitted and supplied. A nice roof, a little fireplace. Oh, it looks like someone found a box turtle shell. Firewood, cooking utensils, even homey decor. Wow, this is a really cool place. Very nice fireplace. You could easily cook something on that. Oh, here's fireplace utensils, a journal, and then here's a sign describing the hut. Hard to make out on the video, so I'll read it to you. 2011. Welcome to the hut. This structure has been in this area since the 1960s. All are welcome to use it, but please don't abuse it. This new structure is dedicated to the past, present, and future sportsmen who did and will enjoy their outdoor activities in this area. We hope you enjoy your time here. Please obey these rules. 1. Extinguish any fire. 2. If you use it, replace it. 3. Leave no trash. And presumably these are the folks who are involved in creating and maintaining the hut. So whoever you are, thank you very much. This is such a cool place. We'll take another quick look around. A portion of a bow saw, shovel head, chicken wire. Yeah, here are the other cooking utensils. Here are the cooking utensils, fire poker. Love the decor with the antlers. Very clever. Hey, and a thermometer. Does this still work? Yes, it is, what, about 32, 34. Trails leading off in various directions. Benches. Wow, this is... Oh, here... Some antler, looks like a horror movie decoration. Some antlers hanging from the trees. Very, very cool. So thank you. I'm almost reluctant to post the location of this for concern that folks will come and abuse it. But it's been here since 2011 and people seem to be good stewards of it. So we'll mark this at hemlockstateexplorer.com. There are 2 visitor logs in the hut. The earliest entry goes back to March of 2013. I'm very impressed with the hut, how well done it is, and how folks have been good stewards and not trashed it, so well done. We'll leave our entry in the logbook and then continue on our adventure. We're crossing over Rattling Creek, about to ascend Berry Mountain. This is a good example of how well maintained this trail is. Let's take a look at Rattling Run. There are many crisscrossing trails, but the intersections of the main trails are marked with posts indicating the names of the trails. But we'll post the map and everything you need to know before you go at hemlockstateexplorer.com. All right, let's head up the other side to Berry Mountain. We chose to descend the mountain via the Reservoir Run Trail because if you look on the map, Berry Mountain comes to a point and we were hoping for some scenic views. We're looking in the direction of Lycan's Glen, but there aren't scenic views to be found. And it's so foggy today that even if there were, we wouldn't see for very far. But we weren't entirely disappointed. At the tip of the mountain, we found this cool balanced rock. Let's take a closer look. We came around the other end of Balanced Rock on account of the slippery, snowy rocks. We'll go out of wide angle. Yeah, that's not a huge overhang, enough to sit under, and someone has constructed a little table or seat. But that's not bad. We'll take it. All right, let's continue our journey down to Lycan's Glen. We descended Berry Mountain via some easy trails with switchbacks to Lycan's Reservoir, and we've been following Rattling Run through the narrow ravine. There were even some older growth white pines which were nice to see. They used to dominate this area. And here we've come to the trail crossing, which you see is a cable bridge. Well, this is not even a cable, it's a rope. This is suspect. Well, we'll give it a try. That rope crossing turned out to be one way. I'll show you what I mean. So we made use of this fallen white pine as a bridge. And it looks like this is the trail, or at least it leads to the trail. The trail in this area is marked by orange flags. It looks like a path, but all things considered, this was the smarter way. Had to climb over that log, but all things considered, this was the smarter way to go rather than trying to make it across that rope bridge. From the fallen white pine, we pushed through some mountain laurel and made our way easily enough after less than a minute's walk back to the trail. Okay, these are the orange flags I was mentioning. Okay, here's the rope bridge right here. And this is what I mean by one way. So you can see right here, easy to step up on, not a problem. But you see the rope bridge inclines up to the tree on the other side, and that was just too high for us to even step up on, and I wasn't about to try on that wet rock. And I did get my boot up on the rope, but even reaching the taller rope, even with the assistance of a branch to try to pull it down, just couldn't get myself high enough or that rope low enough. So we crossed. You can't see it from here, but it really is about a minute's walk upstream the White Pine Bridge. From the sketchy rope bridge, we'll take the trail directly up the hill, the side of the ravine that is, and it's not terribly high. I at least did due diligence and tested the rope bridge. I put my weight on it and it seemed to hold fine for the few seconds I was up there. But the problem is it was very loose. It looks like thick clothesline, and those bridges need to be tight to cross properly. I tried to cross a loose bridge once and ended up swinging around and really whipping my neck, so not going to make that same mistake twice. So if you do choose to try to cross at the rope bridge, do so at your own peril. But for us, we just used the white pine log, and that worked out just fine. And even if that's too much for you, you can probably rock hop if you head further upstream where it becomes narrower. We found a few points of interest on this exploration, and one of the things I appreciated was the variety of terrain and landscapes, from forests like this to the narrow rocky ravine through which Burnt Cabin Run and Rattling Creek flow. We saw some blueberry fields at the top of the mountain, some scrubby area dominated by pitch pine, and the rocky mountaintop near Balanced Rock. There are a multitude of trails and side trails crisscrossing the area, so be sure to check out hemlockstateexplorer.com, where you can find maps and coordinates along with all of our other adventures. Thanks for joining us, and until next time, we can't wait to see you on the next adventure.